what we're going to do is show you how to register for Spinitron as well as log your shows. This replaces Radioactivity. It's much better, it's much easier and simpler to use. So basically what you do first is you go to spinitron.com. If it's basically spelled S-P-I-N-I-T-R-O-N. And when you get to spinitron.com, you will see this page, which is their front page, so to speak, home page. You click on the log on button in the top left corner here. And when you get that clicked, you will see two different boxes. You will want to, if you're going in for the very first time to sign up, you will want to do this side. So you will put in station KKFI in small letters. I have it already propagated there. The access code is admin, is KKFI admin. So it's all small letters, KKFI-ADMIN. And then that'll get you in there. I have it propagated because I've been in it many times. So we will submit it. And then you get the sign-up page. So you need to fill this out before you're able to log your shows. So we'll use, let's do Mike Murphy. Let's do Mike Murphy at kkfi.org. And the password, the generic password you guys should use to get in is 90.1 capital letters KKFI, small letters DJ. So it's 90.1 KKFI DJ. And you're going to have to make sure that you capitalize KKFI because it is case sensitive. So you have to repeat the password. So it's 90.1 Shift KKFI DJ. And his real name, then you go down to the private info. His real name is, of course, Mike Murphy. For the address, use the KKFI address. If you don't want to use your own, I would prefer you just use KKFI's for now. Main Suite 203, KCMO 64111. And the phone number, use the KKFI phone number, which is 816. It's propagated down here, 931-3122. Then you put your DJ name, which in Mike's case is Mike Murphy. And then you hit the submit button. We do not want to remember that. You may want to. Now, what does it say? There you go, you're logged in as a Spinitron user. Now, what you do when you see this page is make a note of this, station ID and your user account username, because you're going to need to use this every time you come in. And then you can go to your user profile before you do your playlist. I would do this first, click on it. It brings up some of the stuff we've already put in. You can change your name, you can change the password here if you want to. You can put what year you came on. You can put your public email address if you have a blog or you have a Facebook page. Right now for the DJ website, we're using the KKFI page, which is at www.kkfi.org. The DJ profile, you can write in what your show is about. In this instance, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the KKFI website, and I am going to pull out the program guide, and I'm going to cut and paste what Mike has written in for his show. You guys can do this too, so I'm going to let Rick film this. That's wild. Just say, you can say whatever your show's about. I'm just going to write this really quick here, an eclectic mix of contemporary music and news. Now, probably that's not what Mike's going to want on there, but I'm going to put it on there anyway, just for now. He can always change it. So we're going to save the changes, so once you do that, you can go back in and change things again, by the way. Now, you can also add, whoops, there we go. Change is finally saved. You can also add a picture of yourself, so if you left-click on this and then go to your photo page, wherever you stash your photos, you can add a photo of yourself. You can, in this case, add a show, which means it will be added to the program schedule page, which I've already filled out in Spinitron. I'm going to go ahead and do this since I have to do it anyway. This adds your show So it is called Your Morning Buzz. So you can see I've been doing this for a while. Mike is on Wednesdays at 6 a.m. He's done at 8. You can change the AMs, of course, and the times. It's got his name already propagated. Show description, I'm just going to be quick here, an eclectic mix. Show website, we're going to put KKFI, we're going to save changes. So what that does is that adds your show to the program schedule page in Spinitron. And you are done with that part. Now let's go into, we're going to go back to the home page. This is probably the bad way to do this, actually. Once it gets there, computer seems to be going slow now. Let's wait and see what happens. There we go. Now you're back. When you do the home page, what you get is this page, which is, I go into the administrative part. But if you want to log your playlist, you click on the playlist button and it'll drop down a box, and then you'll want to click on new playlist. But take a look at this. You can actually export your playlist out by email. So if you have a listener call you and want to know what you played at a certain time, you can actually email that listener your playlist to show him exactly what you played during your show and when. You can also edit your playlist. You can also delete it. You can also browse any archived playlists that you already have. And you can import stuff from, I don't know, maybe iTunes. I've never used it, so I'm not sure how the import thing works. But what you're going to want to know first is how to do the new playlist. So you left click on this, and it says, oh, playlist entry mode. I'm working on a playlist. And let's just say this is after the show. And it puts today's date. You can change the date if you want to. It's for Your Morning Buzz. I'm not going to change any of that. Automatic timestamps will do the timestamps for you. If you submit it, then you get your first playlist entry. So we're just going to make up an artist. We're going to say Richard Thompson, who's already propagated there. It already propagates a song and an album. That's not the one we want. We want Walking on a Wire. And it should show what disc that's from once you put that in there. But apparently it's not. So we're going to say the disc is Shoot Out the Lights. So, and then it gives you a start time. You can overkey any of this stuff if you want to. If you're doing it live, you just hit now and it'll put the time thing on there for you. It's supposed to come up with the label too, but the computer's working really slow today, so I'm going to put the label in for you. A lot of times when you put the song in, it'll actually give you the album title and it'll propagate all this stuff for you. I just happened to pick one that didn't do that. Format, it's a CD. Type, album, single, comp, EP, split, 45 or other. In this case, it's an album. Library, I've loaded in these different kinds of things for you to use. Reggae, I tried to cover everything and then put an other. In this case, it would be rock. And it's neither new, local, nor a request, so I don't need to do anything else. There you go. That submits that song. So did I mean Richard and Linda Thompson? See, it actually does check things for you. I meant to use this one, so you click on it. This is kind of cool. We didn't get this last time. So you click on this, and it fixes all that for you. And it gives you the label and updates everything. So that's kind of cool. So next artist, it's just the same thing over and over again. So let's say John Lee Hooker. And it's taking a little bit of time here, but where's John Lee? Johnny Lee Hooker. Let's just say we'll get a common song here of his, which is Boogie Chillin'. You can actually scroll down the list and find it if you want to. If it's there. Goes pretty long, as you can see. If you don't want to do that, then you can just fill in the rest. Boogie Chillin'. Yeah, there it is. And then it gives you, oh, here's some of the records that this song is on. Unfortunately, it's not any of them that I want. Let's just say best of John Lee Hooker. Now, a lot of times you won't even have to type this stuff in, but in this case you do. So you go back down the format, it's a CD, type, it's an album, library. It is obviously blues. It's none of these things. I'm going to go ahead and submit this to see what it does. I'm not going to put the label in here, so we're going to submit it. It'll go, oh, here it is, Boogie Children, very best of, King of the Delta Blues, absolutely the best. So we're going to pick that album. Let's just assume that's the one I played it off of. And it fills in all that stuff for you. So then you just move on and continue on. And when you're done with everything, you can just do close playlist. Playlist is closed. Now you can print it, you can email it, whatever. In which case I would say, let's log off. And we're done. Now what I'm going to have to do is go log in and do some other things with this. But that's all you need to know as a programmer. So there you have it.